The moment in your life when it's time to awaken. You stumbled upon the cottage, no mistaken. Divinely orchestrated. Meet Auntie Karen, who knows where you've been searching for that clarity in this moment in life. When you're feeling so alone, Karen's Cottage is here to be a second home. We all have a common bond. Auntie Karen, the responsibility she's been given, that's what comes with psychic ability. You have to deliver in truth and humility. She's tapped into the divine. She knows that every person is here by universal design. When you hear that southern accent as she says, come on in, she's ready to begin. The duality of the Gemini personality is absolutely a reality. Don't let the sparkle in her eyes be misleading. That she will spring into action if you want a reaction. Not even a fraction of what she's got to unleash. Suggest you respect with the rest. This is her space. Don't forget about her twin who's not afraid to catch a case. If you get in her face, this is the cottage, come on in. Now your journey can begin here at the cottage, come on in. Welcome to the cottage, welcome to the cottage. Come on in as your journey begins. Journey begins. Come on in. She's ready to.
Uh-oh, sorry about that. How y'all doing? Hello, everybody. Welcome to the cottage. Welcome to Mini Reads. Hey, Tony, how you doing? And I saw your question come through, but you can definitely put an edit in when I get to your name, which you're second, so it shouldn't be that hard to do, to pick up and get an edit for you. Well, we still have some availability, so if anybody is out there in YouTube land and does want a mini reading, well, we got them. So definitely hit me up if you've got a burning question. The link at the top of this chat is the directions, or it's scrolling across the bottom of the screen. All right, first up is Sandy. But before we get started, let's go to our mini reading tradition and let's clear some energy with the sound bowl. All right, everybody. Sandy is up first. So let me timestamp for Miss Sandy. And then let's go get her question. Let's go get Sandy's question. Oh. Here we go. Okay. Sandy is wondering about, she is a Cancer and wondering if Artie the Pisces and Sandy the Cancer will reconcile soon. So let's take a look. Let's take a look at the energies around a potential reconciliation between Artie the Pisces and Sandy the Cancer. Give me the energies around a potential reconciliation between Sandy the Cancer and Artie the Pisces. Give me a potential reconciliation between the Cancer and the Pisces, Sandy and Artie. Sandy the Cancer and Artie the Pisces, please. Sandy the Cancer and Artie the Pisces. Do we see these two working things out? Do we see a reconciliation? Do we see a reconciliation between these two? Let's see what we got here. Sandy the Pisces, Sandy the Cancer and Artie the Pisces. Sandy the Cancer and Artie the Pisces. Boy, there's a lot of residual energy between you two. A lot of unfinished business here. I don't think either one of you have moved on. It's like there's an energy here of you guys holding on to each other energetically, but nobody making a move toward each other to actually do anything. I don't think it's soon. Do I think that definitely not soon? Because that was the way that your question was worded. I do feel that neither one of you have released this. Neither one of you have moved on from this. But let's see if we see it down the road. I don't see it soon. I'm going to see if we see it down the road between you two. I'm going to see if we see it later. We don't see it soon, but let's just get clarity and see if we see it later. Hey, Joel. Tony. Ooh, sorry. I don't think so. I don't think so. I'm not sure. I see both of you guys just kind of being disappointed about this, Sandy. But I don't know. Maybe communication is the issue, or just being on the same page. But I don't see you guys being able to work through this. I don't see you guys being able to work through it. It's crazy because I'm getting that both of you guys love each other. I think there will be communication in the future, but it almost looks like a false start. And it could be that he may blame you, you may blame him. It could be something about blame, if that makes sense. So that's kind of what I'm picking up, Miss Sandy. I hope that gave you some clarity, right? Hey, Chaxers, which one are you? But yes, you can. You can go last. But tell me your name so that I'll put you last. I'll definitely skip you, but I don't know which one you are. But and next up is Tony. Hey, Ratio, Billie Jean, N.A. Okay, let me put last. All right, I'll do that, love. All right, I think Laura just booked with us, and so I got to add Laura to the list. But Miss Sandy, I hope that at least gave you some clarity on the situation. Let's let me put Laura. She is after Joyce. Or no, she's after Cola. There's Laura. Of course, Chaxers, of course. All right, so let's put you after Cola, Miss Laura. And then Tony, you're up next. I'm yawning because I just woke up a few minutes ago. I always take a nap between my All Signs Live and my mini readings so that I'm refreshed. But let's see, Miss Tony. Let's see what's going on. All right, so Tony, you have an edit. I went off on Cheyenne, but she's still showing up as a potential mate in my personal cards. WTF. Let's find out. Advice on how to work with Erica this season. Okay. Tell me what your edit is, Miss Tony, to which question? The one about Cheyenne or Erica? You took a nap earlier. I think Sundays are good days for nap. Baxter and I were napping. He's doing pretty good being in here while I'm reading. I've started bringing him in here, and he's getting pretty good. But Miss Tony, what's your edit, my love? Oh, okay. All right. I gotcha. So let's go to the first question about Cheyenne. So we're going to see how she's vibing towards you, how Cheyenne is vibing towards you, Tony. Let's see what we can find out for you. How is Cheyenne toward Tony right now? How is Cheyenne toward Tony? How is Cheyenne toward Tony? This flew out. She may think you're insane, but she loves your insane self. And my cards say you love her too, even though you think she's a mean girl. I don't know that that means y'all are wanting to be together, but both of you have feelings for each other. All right. Both of you have feelings for each other, and there is a soul connection between you and Cheyenne. Let's get a little more. We're both blocked. You know, I have a theory about people that block one another. It's because you're triggered. And if you're triggered, that means you still care. Both of you. So that kind of confirms. I'm not saying you want them back. That's not what I'm saying. And I'm not saying she wants you back. I don't know yet. But you both have feelings for each other. And it matters. It matters. Let's see. So I have the Eight of Cups, Ace of Cups, Temperance. Why is that? Well, here's what I think. I do see a separation between you two, and a period of time that passes where you guys may not even speak. All right, Temperance, High Priestess. I see both of you potentially dating around. Hey, Miss Christie. Oh, wow. This is crazy, Tony. I see both. I don't see either of you energetically releasing each other. And in fact, you're going to die when I tell you this, Tony. Right now, energetically, this is what's slated to happen. That you guys miss each other. Oh, you're welcome, SA. That you guys, thank you for booking. But you guys miss each other and regret it for the rest of your lives. It doesn't have to go that way, but that's energetically where things are headed, if that makes sense. See, it's interesting because I kind of feel like both of you try to move on from this thing unsuccessfully. Oh, wow. So she is still in love with you. You're still in love with her. Energetically, y'all are still tied together. But I don't know, unless something, neither one of you move on from each other, but unless something disrupts things, like somebody, taking the upper hand in this thing, I don't know that you guys are going to work out. But I can tell you, it would make sense to me that this person would show up as a potential partner in your readings, okay? Because there's such a strong connection. That's why there's that soul connection, and there's love between you two. So that's why she's showing up. And do I think there's potential? I think there's potential. Do I think right now, with everything going the way it is, you guys are likely to work through and be together? I don't. But is there a potential for things to change? Yeah. I don't know if this is making sense and giving you some clarity, Tony, or not, but that's what I'm picking up. And I did not timestamp for you, damn it. I'll have to go back and get that after we finish. But that's what I got. That's what I got, my love. But that's why she's coming in so strong. That's why she's coming in so strong. You guys are still a thing energetically, right? You're welcome. All right, so let's see about Fred. How to work with Fred this season. Now, is this a work? I assume this is a work relationship of some sort. So, oh, okay. Give me some advice for Tony in interacting with Fred. Oh, okay. Give me advice for Tony in working with Fred. What does she need to know? What does she need to know? What does she need to know? Okay, so this is the thing. Remember what is important and what is not. His opinions of you are not important. What's important? Yeah, and here's the thing. It would be very easy for you guys to become combative, maybe even territorial over who does what, but definitely triggering each other with this Seven of Wands. He may be a bit combative. And I'm going to tell you some things that may help you to manage and navigate. He is intimidated by you. I don't know if you realize that or not, but you are coming in as a very strong, self-assured, overall happy person. Okay. Empress and abundant. Okay. And so, you know, you're definitely coming in your strong divine feminine energy. And what I want to tell you is this: that does trigger him. Now, do you water yourself down? Hell no. You are who you are. But at the same time, understand that if he is triggered and reactive and says dumb shit to you or does dumb shit to you, that is much more about his own insecurities than you. And so that is going to help you take your own ego out of the equation, because then you won't be offended and you'll realize this is about him. This is about his own insecurities and his own wounds. And in a way, you'll have an element of compassion. That does not excuse his behavior, and it doesn't make it okay, but it kind of gives you the tools that you need to navigate a less than healthy work situation in a temporary way. Like you said, only 66 days. So remember who you are. Okay. And so that, and I don't know, but it's almost like See, you're coming in this Empress Ten of Cups thing. Have you been there for a longer time? Do you have longevity there where you're respected? Because it looks to me like that is intimidating. The fact that you've been there a while, they look at it's like you've been happy there for a while. I don't know if this makes sense or not, but those are the things that I think are going to be the hot buttons. Flat out jealousy, but that's okay as long as you know that that's coming from his insecurities and nothing that you're doing to egg it on. Then you're okay. Oh, wow. Well, I do feel like you can manage this. And I feel like I'm also getting that you have support around you. Does that make sense? You've got some folks around you that support you. And this is an opportunity for him to grow. Whether he gets the assignment or not, who knows? But it's definitely an opportunity for him to grow. You hold your boundaries, stick to the facts. Oh, okay. I gotcha. Yeah. But, stand your ground. Yeah. And do be kind, but you can also be firm and kind, right? But that's what I got here. Essentially, the biggest, most important takeaway in this thing is do not take his triggers and his reactions personally. They're mere projections, all right? If that makes sense. And that's what I'm picking up. The more we realize that people's interactions with us, their perceptions and what they say to us, particularly, well, in any case, has much more to do with their own perception of themselves, right? And their relationship with themselves than it does with us. Then the better off you'll be. So I hope that helped, Tony. You'll have to let me know. Yeah, you have to. You have to. But, maybe don't use the word wrong. Maybe say something like, have you ever thought that it could be this way? Or actually, I think if you look at it a different way, you'll find just right. I'm not saying walk on eggshells, but there's a lot of different ways to tell people they're wrong, right? Yeah, don't say, oh my God, you're a fucking idiot. Exactly. Right. Which I don't think you would, but you get what I'm saying. You get what I'm saying. Even though you probably might think that sometimes. It's okay to think that. All right. I hope that helped you. All right. Joel is up next. Let's timestamp for Joel. All right, Joel. Good. And again, Tony, back to what I was saying, keep in perspective of who's it. Okay. There are things that are important and there are things that don't matter. His opinion of you doesn't matter. What's important is your soul tribe, your own happiness, your own soul growth, right? Does that make sense? So keep him in perspective, right? Perspective. All right, Joel. Joel asks 2 questions about what is the future for N and I, and what is the future for Rachel and I? So let's see what's up, Joel. Let's look at you and N first. Give me the energies of the joint energies going forward between Joel and N. Give me the future energies between Joel and N going forward. How does this look between these two? How does this look between N and Joel? How does this look between N and Joel? How does this look between N and Joel? Knight of Pentacles, Two of Wands, Six of Pentacles in the reverse. You guys are not on the same page. I'm not sure. All right, give me N. Give me N. Let's isolate this. Give me Joel. Joel, I think you end up going a different direction. I do see you guys possibly connecting, but I don't see it being something that lasts, because I don't feel like you guys end up on the same page with the Six of Pentacles in the reverse. It could be that you guys, it could be one-sided, but it could be that you change your mind and this is not what you want. Long history. It could be that, you know, one of you gives more than the other, or something of that nature. But I feel like one of you, I feel like she is going to have a harder time letting this go than you are. But there's something here that makes you kind of withdraw. What is it? Can you tell me more about why he withdraws? Kids or family or friends? Page of Pentacles, Eight of Pentacles in reverse. Could be about work or family or kids. Work priorities. Somebody putting you behind other people, putting their family first or work first. I don't know. But I think ultimately, I don't know that this is going to last. I do see you guys. I don't see you guys immediately parting, though. I do think you guys are going to give it another try. I just don't know if it's going to last. I feel like somebody here doesn't prioritize this connection as much as the other one does. I don't know if it's her or you. And it feels to me like whoever that is, that person is very focused either on their work or family. And it feels like they're out of balance in their third party. Okay. Well, and that could be because, you know, sometimes that Eight of Pentacles is about a distraction or a person who is easily distracted. And I'm almost wondering if that third party is a quote unquote friend that's not. Maybe that's why that Page of Pentacles is here. I do see you guys trying to work things out, but I just see it as I see one of you. Yeah, Seven of Pentacles in reverse. I just don't think it's going to make it, Joel. I just don't think it's going to make it. Let's read about Rachel. Let's read about Rachel. See, and that it is you that I picked up that gets enough and kind of gets fed up and was like, nah. Give me the future joint energies between Joel and Rachel. Give me the joint energies going forward between Joel and Rachel. Give me the future energies between Joel and Rachel, please. Give me the future energies between Joel and Rachel. Give me the future energies between Joel and Rachel. Devil, Page of Pentacles, Hangman in reverse. This may be a trauma bond between you and Rachel. It looks like it could be very erratic. And it doesn't, I think with the Devil card, there's some obstacles with the Judgment card in the reverse and the Devil card in the upright. There's some obstacles here. And I see somebody friend zoning and jumping off the hook. It looks like a very intense connection. Okay, yeah, Devil, Nine of Wands. Okay, so this is a super intense connection, no doubt about it. Chock full of spiritual significance. I feel like this is going to be something that you feel like Groundhog Day with this person. And there is actually a very sound reason for that. There's toxicity, there's trauma, there could be selfishness, okay, or an addiction. But there's definitely somebody that is, and the Nine of Wands. Let's talk about the Nine of Wands. The Nine of Wands is why I said Groundhog Day. It's like you're trying the same thing over and over again, hoping for a different result. And even though this is a new connection, you're meeting the same person and you're having the same experience. And the reason is because of this. Vibrationally, you are energetically aligned with relationship challenges because you're still in vibrational alignment with in. Okay. That's not a bad thing. It just means that it's time to take a step back from romance altogether and work on your subconscious, which is your shadow self. That's the hand that rocks the cradle. That, and every connection that we have, every experience that we have is a literal mirror and showing us something about ourselves. And you have to look at, even though, within and that third party and the fact that she was messing around, subconsciously, your higher self chose that person to show you something that is within you that is aligned with a wound. It doesn't make you a bad person. It doesn't mean you deserve it. That's not what this is about. It has to do with what you're energetically aligned with, okay? And so it becomes important to take a step back and break that cycle. And the way that you break that cycle is to take a step back and do the shadow work, okay? I don't see this thing with Rachel lasting at all. I just don't pull the first good card here. And I've got a lot of things about patterns and trauma bonds and lessons and mirroring things that would attract things to show you what you need to know, all of that sort of thing. It goes back to that meme that you may see sometimes, Joel. You'll keep having the same experience repeatedly until you understand the lesson, until you figure out what it is you're supposed to see in this thing. And with this is showing you and really encouraging you to work through and do some inner work. And the cool thing about inner work is when we start doing that shadow work, part of shadow work is emotional healing, but that's not all of it. But what we also do is through that experience, we develop a lot, our psychic abilities, our intuition, all of those things start to come into play. We have a lot more peace, a lot of happiness, and that sort of thing. So that is what is with Rachel. And that's why Rachel is kind of like in a different body. Does that make sense? So that's what's up. That's what's up. I hope that gave you some clarity, Joel. Joel, aren't you on Patreon? If you're on Patreon on the Phoenix Rising, there is a crap ton of content over there about the shadow work, subconscious, why it's important, how it works, how to do the shadow work, all that kind of stuff. There's a lot of stuff over on Patreon about that. I've got a lot of content and a lot more coming. So I don't think you should, because I don't think you should work it out with either one of them. I think you should take a break from romance and work on Joel. That's what both of these experiences are trying to tell you. It's like your higher self has subconsciously chosen these two ladies to mirror something to you, to show you that you need to take a break from romance and work on Joel and prioritize and invest in Joel. And again, you'll keep having the same experience, whether it's with Ian or Rachel or whoever else, until you break this energetic vibration. Does that make sense? So that's what's up. That's what's up. All right. So NA is next, but that was Checkers, and Checkers asked me to skip until she came back from her meeting. Thank you, Joel. So we will do that, and Sarah will be next. So Sarah, we're going to read for you next, my love. Let me timestamp for Sarah. Thank you, Joel. And then let's see what's up with Sarah. Let's see. Is this my little Taurus friend? It is. Let's see what's up, Sarah, with this other Taurus. Let's see what's up. There she is. Okay, Sarah. Let me see if I can do Sarah, Sarah. Okay, I can't sing. That's a hard song to sing. Anyway, all right. You are my little Taurus friend. Yep, Taurus all day. I love that. And we're asking about Chris, the other Taurus. I pulled back because he was being really guarded. Will he be able to let his guard down? Let's see. Let's see what we can find out. Sometimes, and look, I love Tauruses, Sarah. But sometimes y'all can be a little slow to open up, little guarded, a little bit guarded. And it could just be him being Taurus, but we'll find out. You're a Taurus too, Joel. Oh, wow. Okay. Well, my daughter is a Taurus. And so I love Taurians. They're so cute. They're adorable. Anyway. And Sarah kind of makes me think of my daughter because she's a Taurus and she's just so cute and bubbly. And she makes me think of my daughter. So, all right, Sarah. Let's see what's going on with Chris, the Taurus. What's going on with Chris, the Taurus? What's going on with Chris, the Taurus? Toward Sarah. What do we see in the future? Chris toward Sarah. Chris, the Taurus toward Sarah. Chris, the Taurus toward Sarah. Chris, the Taurus toward Sarah. Future actions. I think so. I think just slow, but let's just see. That was the Ace of Pentacles. Pentacles is a little slow, but it is stable. Will Chris open up? He will, once he lets his guard down, and he will. He's got to be comfortable. He's got to be comfortable. And it's almost like he's going to be in this, the situation that he's going to be in is like he's going to let his guard down without realizing it. It's just going to happen naturally, if that makes sense, Sarah. I do see that. I do see that. He'll open up. He's just, he's just being slow to do it. But yeah, and I'm going to tell you this. He is very attracted to you, Sarah. He thinks you're a hottie. He thinks you're a hottie. He feels like you have a lot of options. Yeah, there's going to be this period of time where he's, a little bit standoffish, but I'm picking up that he'll open up. Now, you know what I'm going to tell you, Sarah? Match his energy, which you're doing that. So good on you. Just keep matching his energy. Whatever he does, he steps back, you step back. He's closed off, you're closed off. All right. That's what's up. That's what's up, Miss Sarah. But I hope that gave you some clarity, love. Hey, y'all know about Uncle L Speaks, don't you? You two Tauruses, Joel and Sarah. Uncle L is a Taurus who is a reader. He's an up-and-coming reader. And I enjoy his channel. And he has a very good sense of humor as well, but he's a good reader. All right. But I hope that gave you some clarity, Sarah. Let me know. I'm yawning again. Good. I'm glad that helped you, love. I'm glad that helped you, Sarah. All right, let's timestamp for Diana. All right, so Diana had a big argument with Alan the Aquarius. He insulted me, then said he didn't mean any of it. Is it true I broke up with him? Let's see what we got, Diana. Hey, love. And I'm sorry that happened to you, babe. Let's you're a Leo. I remember that. I remember the Leo Aquarius dynamic. It's one of them days. Oh, gosh. All right. Let's see, Diana, if he meant it, how he feels about things. Let's just, let's check in on Alan. Check in on Alan. Alan the Aquarius, as it relates to Diana the Leo. Alan the Aquarius, as it relates to Diana the Leo. Alan the Aquarius. Tower. Alan the Aquarius toward Diana the Leo, please. Alan the Aquarius toward Diana the Leo. Sorry, I'm doing it again. He's overwhelmed. I think he will come back around or try to. He's definitely not over this. He's hoping to work things out. He's got a lot of hope. He still sees a future with you, Diana. Star card. He's kind of stuck on you, Six of Swords in reverse. He may try to get your attention somehow, hoping you'll reach out to him. He's doing a lot of reflecting. He definitely feels like he sabotaged things. He does feel like he owes you an apology. He feels like he sabotaged things. Oh, he's very burdened. 9 of Wands. So I definitely feel like he regrets saying those things. You knew that would come out. Yeah. Yeah, the Star card, the Aquarius card, right? He's internalizing a lot. That doesn't surprise me with an Aquarius. He's internalizing a lot of this. But he is very burdened. Very burdened. He does feel like he sabotaged things. He still sees you as his future. God, he's so burdened. This is insane. He feels a lot of loss. He feels a lot of loss. Will he reach out? I think he will. 10 of Wands. I think he's going to take action. And that is a level of maturity as well. It may not be immediate because I see him really reflecting and internalizing a lot. See, that's the thing is, when you've got people that have a lot of unprocessed wounds, and I'm not saying he does or doesn't, he may, but when you have people, when you're dealing with somebody like that, many times they're in self-sabotage, but you end up being collateral damage, which is why they say hurt people hurt people. And yeah, if he's jealous, that speaks to insecurities, right? So, do I think he regrets it? I do. I do think he regrets it. And I think he'll come around towards you. He's really, in my opinion, with the cards that I saw, he's kind of beating himself up in regret over this. Almost ruminating with some of the cards that I saw, if that makes sense. So that's what I see. That's what I see. Good. Okay. Let me know if that gave you the clarity you were looking for, Miss Diana. But he's still hoping you guys will work through things. Oh, I got to add Michelle after Laura. Excuse me. Yeah, I mean, I definitely think he has feelings for you. He wants to be with you, but I think he's acting out of wounds, and he might do the same thing again until he does some inner work. That's the issue, So I get what you're saying about him draining you a lot. I would definitely have to really think things through. And I know it's hard when you care about somebody. It definitely is, right? But at the same time, you got to take care of yourself, right? You got to do that. But keep me posted, love bug. All right, we are going to go to Fernando. Let's go to, thank you, Diana. Thank you. I appreciate you. All right, so this is Fernando. Is NA romantically interested in me? Let's find out, Fernando. Let's find out. Give me NA toward Fernando. 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 Give me NA toward Fernando, please. Give me NA toward Fernando. Give me NA toward Fernando. I thought I wanted to flip it around. I guess not. Give me NA toward Fernando. Give me NA toward Fernando. Give me NA toward Fernando. Yes, absolutely. Two of Cups here. NA definitely feels connected towards you. NA may be hoping you make the first move. Give me why the Knight of Cups is here in the reverse. 9 of Cups, 3 1. Yeah, NA is taking a passive approach. They're very attracted to you. All right. Nonetheless, NA is very attracted to you, flat out. I think NA is kind of not going to do anything actively toward you, but definitely there is interest. There's definite interest. Yeah, she or he not going to make the first move. This person may be a little bit shy, a little bit reserved, but there is definite romantic interest here. There's a lot of attraction. Possibly already has feelings for you, Fernando, with that 2 of Cups, but there's definitely like this soul connection between you two, and you both feel it. That's why the 2 of Cups is here in the upright. So I hope that gave you some clarity, and I know that was quick, but we got a straight up answer for you, Fernando. So I hope that helps. All right. Joyce is up next. Oh, let me update. Maria's question just came through. Maria, you are after Michelle. All right. So let's timestamp for Joyce. So Joyce, okay, here we go. Let's go to Joyce's question. Sorry, y'all. Will my person admit their feelings and commit to me this year? That's a good question. All right, Joyce, let's see what's up. All right, give me this person's actions toward Joyce between now and the end of the year. Give me this person's actions toward Joyce between now and the end of the year. Give me this person's actions toward Joyce between now and the end of the year. Do we see a confession of emotion? Do we see commitment? Now and the end of the year. Give me this person's energies and actions toward Joyce between now and the end of the year. Do we see commitment? Do we see a confession of emotion? What do we see here from this person toward Joyce? What do we see here? What do we see here? Two of Wands, Magician in reversed, 9 of Cups. I don't think this is the year. I don't think this is the year. 7 of Cups, 7 of Pentacles, and the reverse 4 of Swords. I think your person is going to snooze this year. literally, with the Four of Swords. Magician in reverse, just not really picking up and doing. Not really picking up and doing. Possibly dating around with the Seven of Cups. I see this person acting withdrawn. Hermit card. What is the Five of Wands here? Wheel of Fortune. Not this year. I will tell you this. Joyce. There is a soul bond between you guys, and you probably know that. I do think this person feels it. I think this person fights it and does what they can to get their mind off of it. I don't think this is the year. Maybe never, but there is definitely a deep connection, and your person definitely feels it, but just not moving toward. And I don't get an expression of emotion. How is the energy for later? Later, yes. Later, yes. Absolutely. So it's not over. It's just not this year, if that makes sense, Joyce. So I hope that gave you some clarity. Hey, Louie, how you doing? Good to see you. Cola is up next. I have not seen Cola. I don't know if she is here or not, but I need to get her questions from her as well. She booked 2 questions from me. She may have emailed me, did she? I don't think she did. Normally she gives me her questions in the chat. Let's see. You're going to change your profile picture. Okay. Cola, are you here? If not, we can come back to Cola. And we will go to Laura. All right. I don't know where Cola is. Laura, let's go ahead and we'll pick you up, and if Cola comes, we'll get hers after the fact. All right, Miss Laura, and you are asking about there she is. Okay, all right. Hey, all right, tell me what's up, Miss Cola. Tell me what's up. Give me your questions, love. Yeah. Hey, Heather, how are you? Yeah, right when I said your name. Okay. I was just going to skip and come back to you when you came in. I knew you'd probably pop in, and I was just going to skip and come back to you if you weren't here. But back on Daniel the Cancer. Okay. Let's see what's going on. Okay. So he backpedaled. Yeah. He backpedaled. You know, I kind of thought he might do that. Current feelings and intentions with you. Let's see what we've got. Hey, Crystal, how you doing? All right, give me Daniel's current feelings and intentions with Cola, the Virgo. Give me Daniel, the Cancer's current feelings and intentions toward Cola, the Virgo. Give me Daniel, the Cancer's current feelings and intentions toward Cola, the Virgo. I saw that, Dominique. I got to update the list in a second. All right. Give me Daniel's current feelings and intentions toward Cola. Daniel the Cancer toward Cola the Virgo. Feelings and intentions. Give me Daniel's energy toward Cola, please. Give me Daniel currently, right now. Right this moment. Give me Daniel. Give me one more shuffle, please. Oh, I need another shuffle. Ten of Swords in reverse, Strength reverse, Nine of Wands. You know, he doesn't want to walk away from this thing completely. With the Ten of Swords here in the reverse, he revisits this. He just feels he doesn't feel like he's in a good place right now with the Strength card in the reverse. He may feel like he's just not ready. The Nine of Wands in the upright, he may be literally Three of Wands, Ace of Swords in reverse. He has a hard time opening up about the way he feels. See, he's still carrying that baggage from the past. That's why the Nine of Wands is here. Six of Cups in reverse. I think his intention is to revisit this, Cola. I really do. With the Ten of Swords in reverse. But I think he wants to wait with the Three of Wands here because he just feels very burdened with this energy from the past. Yeah, it is. It's messy energy. It is. It's messy. So give me a little more. Give me a little more. I know why that Strength card is in reverse. It's that Six of Cups in reverse, that baggage from the past, and that Nine of Wands. He's very burdened. He internalizes so much of this issues with the past person. With that Ace of Swords in reverse, he doesn't want to open up to anyone. He feels like if he gives this time with the Three of Wands, he'll be in a better place. But Nine of Cups, Seven of Cups, Four of Cups in reverse. He's just holding on to that past person. Yeah, that's what I think. That's what I think. Look, Tower. That's what I think, Cola. That's what I think. I don't think y'all's timing is lining up. I think, I'm going to tell you, Cola, even in the future, I see him wanting to be over that person and not able to. Because he's not over that person. He's still holding on to that energy from that past person, the missed opportunity, the one that got away. That's what that is. You did change your profile picture, Louis. I don't know that he wants her back, but he just is not over her. I don't really get that he wants her back. He's just not over her and not really ready to trust anybody. You know, the thing about it, Cola, I'm going to tell you what I get from this thing with Daniel. I think he wants to be over her. He doesn't know how to go about it. And I don't know if you're the one that can really point him in the right direction, but shadow work is going to be what helps him. And until he really, time alone is not going to heal this. It's time plus work. I think he truly wants to be over her, but at the same time, he doesn't know where to begin. Yeah, we do. I know. I know, and me too, but I will say that Cancer, water signs, it hits them different. It just hits them different. It just hits them different. And I'm speaking from experience because of my Venus in Cancer, because when I fall in love, I might as well be a Cancer. The reverse Four of Cups is holding on to the missed opportunity, wishing things had gone differently. Wishing things had gone differently between him and her. That reverse Four of Cups, the one that got away, the one that slipped right through my fingers. That's just, that's the focus, still holding on to that missed opportunity. They say that Leos are the water signs of the fire signs. Leos are. They do feel very deeply. Cancer's your midheaven. That's right, because you're like my daughter. That's her midheaven. But the reverse Four Cups, yeah, it's just holding on to the missed opportunity, right? Unfortunately, that's what I got. So tell me your second question, Miss Cola, and I hope that gave you some clarity on Daniel at least. Just that he's not letting it go. Yeah, he's just not. I don't see him getting over it because I think he doesn't know how. I think he frets about it. I think he tries to move on. I think he tries to find somebody else and never can because he's still hung up on her. And I think he ends up comparing people to her, actually, believe it or not. With that Seven of Cups and that Four of Cups in reverse, that kind of gives me the energy of sitting there going, man, why can't this person be as like my ex? Love projections for the month. That's fair. That's fair, Cola. You don't have a wooden heart. You can, it's not easy. All right. Let's look at love for the next month for Cola. Love for the next month for Cola. Yes, it's Virgo season. Love for the next month for Cola. 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 Oh, okay, with Daniel. Okay, give me Daniel. The energies between Cola and Daniel over the next month. The energies between Cola and Daniel over the next month. The energies between Cola and Daniel over the next month. Four of Swords, Ace of Cups, Seven of Swords in reverse. Oh my goodness. You're going to die. Cola, here's what I predict. You guys will revisit this and he'll drop it. You guys are going to revisit this during the next 30 days and he's going to drop it. That's what I got. You guys are going to revisit this. He may actually bring it up again and talk about a relationship again, and then he's going to withdraw again. He's going to back away. He's going to backpedal. Like, I feel like he's going to bring up the idea of a relationship with you again, during the next month, and then withdraw, and then backpedal. I think this experience you've had with him, you're going to have the same experience again. The cards are literally speaking to that. Oh, you were born on Lionsgate. Okay, Louie. But that's what I see, Cola. Well, they're pretty straightforward. They're pretty straightforward. I mean, I've got the Four of Swords. I think it's, going to start out just kind of nothing going on. Then I have the Ace of Cups, which is picking things up. And then I have the Seven of Swords in reverse. That's regret. Then I have the High Priestess, which is silence, the Death card, and the Hermit card, which all of those speak to withdrawing, quiet, all of that. So it's pretty straightforward. It's pretty straightforward. He wants to be stable so badly. He wants to start something so badly, but then Nine of Swords. Yeah. Yeah, probably. Lily Valley, how you been? I haven't seen you in a hot minute. How you been? Everything happens for a reason. Yes, I agree. I agree. Oh, the Knight of Pentacles. What did I pull? The Knight of Pentacles, the Ace of Wands, and then the Nine of Swords. This is going to be, that was what I pulled. This is going to be a pattern for him. He's going to try to start things with you or others and then back away and backpedal. I'm just seeing this pattern with him repeat. Yeah. You know what they say, Cola, the best predictor of future behavior is past behavior. And the reason is because of the wounds that are unprocessed in his subconscious. And that's what he's energetically aligned to do. He doesn't want to do that. That's not what he wants. He wants to be over this woman. He wants to be in a relationship, but he doesn't know how to do it. He just doesn't know how to do it. A bit sleepy, but being in the quiet in the background. Oh, you're fine, Lily. I'm just glad you're doing okay. And I'm doing good. But that's what's up. That's what's up, Mr. Daniel. Thank you. Thank you too, Miss Cola. Thank you so much. I appreciate you as always. Cola, I don't know if I ever told you this. My tower was a Cancer male. My tower, that relationship was a Cancer male, right? And I mean, I know other Cancer men that I'm fine with, so I don't dislike people based on their zodiac sign. However, I will tell you something interesting that I ran across the other day. I saw a post on TikTok, and this girl was asking, what was the zodiac sign of the male who broke your heart in a way that no one ever had before? And it was overwhelming, dominated by Cancer males. And I thought, oh my God, I was looking for like Gemini males, Sagittarius males, Aquarius males, because, no, it was Cancer men. Which shocked the hell out of me. I thought that I was like the only one that had that experience. I'm not. Anyhow, I just thought you would find that interesting. All right, Miss Laura, let's go. Let's do the thing, Miss Laura. And Laura is curious about the other Gemini. She's a Gemini wanting to know how the Gemini feels about her. He says he's interested. I just want to make sure. Let's see what's up, Miss Laura. Give me the Gemini toward 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 Laura. Give me this Gemini man toward Laura, please. Give me this Gemini male toward Laura. Give me this Gemini male toward Laura. Give me this Gemini toward Laura. Gosh. Page of Pentacles. High Priestess, 10 of Wands. What the hell? Why? Gemini has trust issues. I think Gemini is going to, here's the issue. Gemini has a hard time really opening up beyond friendship. That's what I'm picking up. Gemini's got trust issues and they're heavy, very burdened with that 10 of Wands. You're kind of like a breath of fresh air to this Gemini. He's attracted to you. He's attracted to you, for sure. But the Two of Swords, man. The Star. Okay, so here's what I get. I do think the Gemini is attracted to you, and I think he's being honest with you. He is interested. I think he struggles to open up. I think he may have trust issues. I feel like he's opened up to you a little bit. I feel like he may, over time, I think it's going to be slow, but I think he's going to open up to you. And he may seem a little chaotic, but I kind of like this one so far. I do like this one. There's a lot he doesn't say. He internalizes a lot, which as a Gemini, you will understand that we talk a lot and don't always say a lot. Very few people know us, really. You know that, Laura. People think that Geminis are extroverts because we're outgoing and we talk a lot and we're social butterflies. But in fact, we keep a lot inside. You know that. Very few people know the real you as a Gemini. This is definitely him. He is slow to let people into his blanket fort. So would you say he's got social? Yeah, and I do. I can see these cards lining up for that. He's slow to let people into his blanket fort. But I do see him opening up, and I just see it being slow. I just see it being slow and steady. Knight of Pentacles. He's super attracted to you, though. He thinks you're a hottie. All right, he really does. And he sees a lot of potential here. The Star card is here. He sees a lot of potential. So I think, yeah, patience is key. I think with this Page of Pentacles coming out first, keep it light. You know how I'm going to tell you this, Laura. You know I love you, and I'm telling you this from my heart. You never put all your eggs in one basket. I like this guy, but I don't want to see anything go by the wayside. But I think this guy, I think there's potential with this one. Okay. But I like this guy. But just go slow and let things happen organically. And one thing that we Geminis are good at is people can tell us their deep dark secrets, and we tend to not be so judgy. I know we're so good at patience, right, Carissa? I know it's like Geminis are so good at it. It's like the three most patient signs are Gemini, Sagittarius, and Aries, right? No, but at any rate, I think this one's worth your time. Laura. For sure. Keep me posted. Carissa. Me too. I fucking hate it, Carissa, the hangman. It's like they're in your energy but not doing anything. Right. Absolutely. You can, Laura. Absolutely. Of course. I think you can send me a direct message on there, can't you? That's not like on the main chat board. But yeah. I like him, Laura. I like him. What, Louie? The hell? Keep me posted. I got to update the list. Dominique booked, and I got to get her on here. I think Dominique is after Maria. She is. Let me put Dominique on here. Then let me update the screen. Oops. Let's see. All right, there we go. There we go. Okay, so next up is Michelle. Oh, let me timestamp for Michelle. All right, here we go. Hey, it has been a minute. I am good, and I hope you are good too. I hope you're doing well. You've got 2 questions. So you are a Cancer. Anthony is a Libra. Will he end up filing for divorce or not? Is there still a chance we can somehow save our marriage? Okay, let's see what's going on with you guys. Let's see what's going on, Michelle. Let's look at Anthony the Libra toward Michelle the Cancer. Give me Anthony the Libra toward Michelle the Cancer. Is he going to file for divorce? What are the energies around him filing for divorce? What are the energies around him ending this or filing for divorce? What are the energies around him actually going through with filing for divorce? Anthony the Libra, Michelle the Cancer. That's okay. We deal with the heavy stuff sometimes. That's why we're here, right? Give me Anthony the Libra actions as it relates to this marriage. Anthony the Libra's actions as it relates to this marriage. So I have the Hierophant, Ace of Pentacles. Why is the Four of Pentacles in reverse? No, he's not going to fall. He's not. In fact, he takes his, I don't know if you know this, Michelle, he takes his vows very seriously. He feels like giving up, but he feels like giving up. There's a lot he doesn't say. He internalizes a lot, but I kind of don't think he's going to end things. He's got a lot of issues with this, all right? It's not beautiful. The energies aren't beautiful here. I don't want to mislead you. I kind of see a new beginning between you two with the Ace of Pentacles. And I want to clarify that. But the first card out was, I made a vow. I made a vow. And that's, and the next card was the Ace of Pentacles. I want to get the Ace of Pentacles here. I want to clarify that. See, we have the Nine of Wands in the upright. This is the thing. That's the card, Michelle, that is the card of banging your head against the wall, wondering why you got a headache. But he's not throwing in the towel, because if he were, that Nine of Wands would be in the reverse. It's not a great card at all, but he's not giving up on this. He's got baggage, he's got fears, and they're unspoken. But I think at the moment he may be ruminating about things. So it's not a great card. It's kind of like, I know this is a losing battle, but I can't give up. Does that make sense? I know I'm fighting a losing battle, but I just can't throw in the towel with the Nine of Wands here. So it's not a great energy, and there's baggage here. I'm seeing that. But at the same time, and he's energetically drained, but at the same time, energetically, he has not released this. Let me clarify the Ace of Pentacles for you. Give me the Ace of Pentacles. He's not going to do this fast. He's not going to do this fast. God, he internalizes so much, Michelle. There's a lot going on inside that Hermit, the High Priestess. So I kind of see him being very slow. On the outside, it's going to look like he's not doing anything. Okay. I don't think he's going to file for divorce, and I don't think he's going to come towards you just yet either. I do think he'll come towards you, but I think it's going to feel stagnant for a while. And this is going to be a special hell for you. And I get that. But I kind of think your best bet is to let him be right here. Let him work through whatever he's got to work through, and take the time he needs to work through it and muddle things over. And you work on you. Okay. You work on you. Oh, gosh. So you've been dealing with this limbo for a while. I don't see this limbo ending anytime soon. Is it going to end? I think it will. But he needs to work on him. You need to work on you. And right now, I'm going to be real with you. One of the issues that I see here with you guys, and I don't know if this is him or you or both of y'all, but there is an energy here of one or both of you not wanting to take responsibility for your role in the shit show, for lack of a better word. And until, it takes two to fuck things up just as much as it takes two to make a thing go right. And I'm not saying you did something wrong or he did, but we all have to look in the mirror and say, what do I need to do to get myself in a better energetic vibration? Right. And so, and I hope that therapy does help him. Some therapists are great. And I had a very, very good therapist in Mobile. I ran across one up here that I went to see her and started talking about things, and everything was everybody else's fault, and I didn't have any changes to make. And I'm sitting there scratching my head going, this is not helping me. So you got to be careful with that. And I know that it's not your choice, it's his. But he's got to, we all have to take responsibility for our contribution to the shit show. Right. See? And and see, this is the thing. He may want to blame you and say, well, the reason I did that is because you were acting like a douche canoe. No, the reason you did that is because you decided to do that. If you didn't like something I was doing, you should have come to me. Going outside the marriage to fix the marriage makes no sense. Dr. Phil is right on that one. Right? Hey, Chexers. Yeah. Oh, okay. And see, he probably blames you for that. But he needs to realize that, yes, maybe it was wrong that you were not, around because you were working or out of balance. Now, maybe it couldn't be helped. I don't know. I don't know the particulars. But that did not give him a free pass to go on those dating apps. And that's what he needs to admit. Does that make sense? So that's what I see here. You had, and your other question, and I think we covered this in this, but is there still a chance we can somehow save our marriage? I think there's a possibility. I think there is a decent chance that you guys can work things out, but it's going to take work. Everybody's got to put their ego and their pride aside and be willing to admit their part in the issue. And there's got to be some work done, right? But yes, communication, right? But that's what's up. And I think, I'll be honest with you, he internalizes so much. I see so much internalizing here. I think he has and especially being a Libra, he has a hard time opening up when something that you're doing is bothering him. Instead, he'll do something dumb that he thinks is going to fix it. Exactly. So he's got to learn to open up and express when things are bothering him. He's got to learn to open up and say, yeah, he's got to, I have not, Chexers, I have not read yours yet. I was waiting for you to get back. I am reading for Michelle right now, and I skipped you because you said you had that meeting. But Michelle, he's got to get to a place where he can open up and say, Michelle, honey, listen, I think you're working too much. Is there any way that you can cut back on your hours so that we can spend more time together? Libras do not like to confront. That is hard for Libras to do. They can learn to confront, but it is hard for them to. That is part of Libra's lessons, is learning to advocate for themselves. Libras struggle with people pleasing and codependency, believe it or not, right? They do not like to confront an issue. They internalize and they bottle up, and then they'll get this resentment and anger inside, and then they'll blow up over what seemingly stupid shit. Yes. He's got to learn healthy confrontation is okay. In fact, you need that, right? Does that make sense? Yes, he'll bury things. Yes. And I see it in the cards. I see it in the zodiac sign, right? So that's what I got. That's what I got. He's got to learn, and the thing about it is, he's got to learn that in life, not just with you, but in life, to confront things in a healthy way. And I know it's hard. Libras don't want to make people upset. They don't want to hurt people's feelings, but that can actually backfire and create more problems. I hate to say that. I love Libras, okay? And I have, a lot of Libras that follow me that are amazing. So I'm going to say this. But, this is why Libras get that reputation of lying Libras. And it's not that Libras want to be players. They just don't want to tell you the truth if it's going to hurt your feelings. You're welcome, Michelle. And I hope that helps you. So when you're dealing with a Libra, you got to make sure that you encourage them. Okay, look. Right. But anyway, Chexers, if you want me to read for you next, I will. And then I'll come back to you, Maria. I had skipped NA as Chexers, and I had skipped NA because of a work meeting. Chexers had come in earlier and asked me to wait, and I did. But let's go back and double back and do Chexers real quick. And then I'll come back and do you, Maria, after that. Give me just a second. There you are. And you had 2 questions. Okay. Let me timestamp for you real quick. All right, here we go. Of course. Absolutely. Glad we were able to do that. So, you put it on there, Chexers. Okay. Hidden truth about my Aries faithfulness in our relationship. Do I need to see clearly? Best for me to stay, leave, or change how I engage with him? Good questions. Good questions. Hang on one second, Chexers. Why are you whining? Come here. Where's your bone? Give me 1 second. Let me tend to the baby. Why are you up walking around whining? Where's your bone? Where is your bone, Baxter? Give me just a minute, Chexers. Here it is. I see it. Let me get his bone for him, and then I will be able to see some peace. Here, buddy. Here's your bone. There you go. There you go. Okay. Sorry about that. Okay, here we go. Hang on. All right. I think that satisfied him. I know, right, Chexers? He's a mess. He's still a little baby. All right. So let's see about this Aries. Let's see about this Aries. What is it that Chexers needs to know about this Aries to see clearly? What is it that Chexers needs to know about this Aries to see clearly? Give me the Aries energy. Give me the deep, deep. Aries toward Chexers. Give me Aries toward Chexers. Give me Aries toward Chexers. Aries toward Chexers. The Emperor card flew out, but at least it was in the upright. That's the Aries card, right? Give me this Aries. Eight of Wands. There's a lot of passion between you two. Give me this Aries, please. Wheel of Fortune. The Lovers. Good God, there is a lot of passion. There's a deep, 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 deep soul bond. Possibly past life. When I got Jupiter and then the Lovers, got the Wheel of Fortune and the Lovers card, very deep connection. Now, the Aries enjoys attention with the Six of Wands. I'm going to delve into that. I'm going to delve into the Six of Wands. What's this? What is this? What is this with the Six of Wands? What is this with the Six of Wands? All right, so here's the thing. I think I know why your spidey senses are tingling. I believe that. Do I think he's cheating? No. What I do think, I think he's too smart for that. What I do think is that he may be being flirted with a little bit, either like at work or something like that. And I think he enjoys the attention. But at the end of the day, he's like, that I ain't doing that. I ain't doing that. That's dumb. That would be a deal breaker with Chexers. So no, I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. It would be a disaster that I want to avoid. I don't want to, and I would, magician, I don't want to sabotage this. I don't want to sabotage this. Yeah, hell no. I'm actually feeling like this Aries is pretty ride or die with you. But I think you are picking up on the fact that there are people flirting with him, and he probably thinks, I'm a hottie. But that's as far as it goes. That's as far as it goes. That's as far as it goes. Yeah, I think it's coworkers or friends, and that's what they'll stay. Coworkers and friends. So let me know if that makes sense to you. And then we'll read for your second question. He may, Chexers, maybe he learned from his mistakes. Because he's telling me that he would sabotage this connection. It would sabotage this connection. And he's too smart for that. King of Swords, right? I'm too smart for that. Give me the energy of, is there energy of cheating or unfaithfulness here? Just ask one more time. Is there energy of unfaithfulness here? Is there energy of unfaithfulness? He's steadfast. He's transparent. He's steadfast and he's transparent. He's solid, baby. He's solid. That's a loyal card. That's a I do what I say and I say what I do and I mean what I say card. Transparency, no secrets, 8 of Wands, passion, attraction. We've seen that. He's like, I ain't even thinking about it. I'll piss her off. I'll piss Chexers off. He doesn't want that. Yeah. Most assuredly. I'm getting a solid reading on him. She'll cut my head off. I believe it. I believe it. All right. Best for me to stay, leave, or change how I engage with him. See what his future plans are with you. How does he see this going with, what are his intentions going forward with Chexers, this Aries? What are his intentions with Chexers, please? What are his intentions? Don't take the dogs. Where does he see this going? You know, this is the thing. Oh, I know, when they take the dogs, right, Carissa? Here's what I feel, and I've been picking this up intuitively along this reading. I don't think he's going anywhere, but I don't think he's going to take this any further than where it is as far as level of commitment, okay? Do I see him cheating? I don't. But I feel like there's something about traditional marriage that he's like, and I saw that in a couple of different jumpers here and there. Now, if you're okay with that, then, you know, but I don't see him taking this to traditional marriage. Do I see him cheating or leaving? I don't. And I see the passion staying. The Lover's card was the outcome on that. So he sees you guys staying together. So you'll have to let me know if that makes sense to you. You'd get that same thing if you were dealing with me. And I know, you know, you're dealing with a guy, but you know what I'm saying. See, thank you. That's me. I'm not letting the government involved in my love life. They're involved in enough of my life as it is. Exactly. Yeah, I got you. So, yeah. So, okay, so you guys are on the same page. See, that would be me. I would be exactly like you. For sure. I hope that helped you. I know, right? It's like they need to go sit down somewhere. Girl, I'm going to talk about the government right now. You know where I live. And I'm going to tell you, I don't care who I piss off, the orange man needs to go away. Okay. And, you know, let me say this. Something else dawned on me about this. If he's cheated before and your spidey senses are going off, that could be for one of two different reasons. It can definitely be because, you know, you're legit picking something up, but you may have a little bit of a wound left in that's unhealed, and it may be being triggered a little bit. I'm not saying I think you're overreacting. I think that's a job that you need to go inside and ask yourself, is this legit? And that's probably why you came to me for a reading. To see if it was a legit concern or if you were just reacting from the past stuff. Yeah, hypervigilance, exactly. So, hey, Jamira, what's up? So, next up is Maria. I hope that helped you, love. And thank you, as always. Yeah, me too. Thank you, love. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. All right, so let's go to Maria. Maria, Luis Miguel, Libra's true feelings toward S. Maria S. Okay. S the Libra. Wait, okay, wait a minute. I'm confused. Oh, sun, moon, ascendant. Oh, okay. I gotcha. So we're talking about two Libras. Sun in Libra, moon in Gemini, ascendant Scorpio, Venus Scorpio. All right, so give me Luis Miguel's true feelings toward Maria. Give me Luis Miguel, the Libra's true feelings toward Maria, the Libra. Give me Luis Miguel's true feelings toward and intentions toward Maria, the Libra. Give me Luis Miguel's true feelings and intentions toward Maria, the Libra. Knight of Pentacles, Justice reversed, Ten of Pentacles. Why is the Justice card in the reverse? King of Pentacles, the Sun card. Maria, are you here? I do see this person moving towards you and being invested. And I see a happily ever after. There's something weird about this Justice card being in the reverse. It could be that this person is going through a divorce or some kind of a legal issue. Very invested. Okay, here's the issue. Here's the issue. This is why I'm picking up on this. I think this person wants to be with you. All right. I think there is an attachment here. I'm not going to call it emotion because I don't see emotion. I see attachment. There's a difference sometimes. I think he wants something with you. I think the problem is this guy has a hard time taking responsibility for his actions. Everything that happens to him is somebody else's fault. All right. So I think I think he can be cold sometimes. So I think ultimately, do I think he wants something with you? I do. Do I think it's going to be a happily ever after? I don't. You guys may stay together, but it won't be a happy one. It looks very one-sided, and to be honest, with him kind of being very selfish. And he's got baggage. He's got baggage. That's the problem with the Six of Cups here in the reverse. So that's his feelings. That's his intentions. I don't think he has genuine emotion, but he is attached and invested. And he's looking for some stability with you. But the problem is he's got to find stability within himself first. And I don't know that that's happened. So that's what I got, Maria. And I hope that gave you some clarity at least. All right. And next up is Dominique. And I think what we're going to do is let Dominique be the last one that I read for. So let me go over here. Let me make my little changes. So that somebody won't accidentally book and me not realize it. So I'm going to change the availability. And then we will do a couple of things. Hang on one second. There we go. And thank you, Checksers. That's very sweet of you. Very sweet of you. All right. And let me change my banner. There we go. All right, Dominique. Let's timestamp for Dominique. Dominique is a Sagittarius dealing with an Aquarius. Currently no contact. Will we have a conversation or a reconciliation soon? Let's see what's up. Give me the future energies between this Aquarius and Dominique the Sagittarius. Give me the future energies between Dominique the Sagittarius and this Aquarius going forward. Is there going to be communication? Is there going to be reconciliation? Can you tell me what the future holds for these two? Can you tell me what the future holds for these two? Can you tell me what the future holds for these two? Can you tell me what the future holds for Dominique, the Sagittarius, and this Aquarius that she has on her mind that's currently no contact? What does the future hold between these two? What does the future hold between these two? Hey, there she is. Hey, love bug. What does the future hold between these two, please? What does the future hold between these two? What does the future hold between these two, please, Dominique? The Sagittarius and this Aquarius that is currently no contact. What does the future hold for these two? You know, he's got a lot of love for you. He's not released it, by the way. He's not released you or this energy. He's still very much in love with you and invested. Lots of emotion here. You guys are going to reconcile. You guys are going to reconcile, Dominique. You guys are going to get together. I think he's going to apologize. I think he's going to apologize. There's a deep connection with you and this person. Deep soul connection, Dominique. It's a yes for me. And I also feel like this. I see improved behaviors. Really, really. He loves you too. There's mutual love here with this Ten of Cups. And there's a strong desire for happily ever after. And the Four of Cups in reverse, he don't want to lose you. He's like, she's the best thing that ever happened to me, and I'll be damned if I'm going to lose her. He's so closed off. Well, you know, I get him being in turmoil about how to handle this right now. He may be fighting with himself about it, but I see him coming forward. I see him coming forward. He's feeling bad because he sabotaged things. I don't know if that makes sense or not, but he feels like he did something to sabotage this connection. He knows he's not been cooperative. But that's what I got, Dominic. I definitely see you guys working things out. He's in love with you, and you're clearly in love with him. Oh, 2 weeks. Yeah. You'll hear from him. You'll hear from him. Most assuredly. I think right now he's in conflict with himself. He's fighting with himself about it. But he does feel like he sabotaged this. He knows good and well that he's not been on the up and up. I did not see anything that would indicate a timeline. There's going to be this period of time. There's going to be a period of time. He's got to reflect, but he will. I feel like there's this period of no contact and then him coming back around, literally. And it's hard for me to predict timing with tarot, but I don't think it's going to be 10 years. I mean, I don't feel like that. I don't feel like it'll be tomorrow. I would say my gut tells me between now and the end of the year, definitely, probably in the next month or two. I don't think it's going to be forever. There's too much. There's too much major arcana energy here, just insisting that he's going to come around. So do I think it's going to be the end of the year even? I don't. I think it's going to be before then, probably in the next couple months. But again, tarot's not great with predicting time, which is why I don't normally try to do that. But it came out so clear cut that I don't think it is going to take him a lot of time to get to the place where he's like, okay, right. So you'll have to let me know if that makes sense to you. Yeah, you are welcome, my love. I hope that helped you, Dominique. And thank you everybody for booking readings with me. I appreciate all of you guys. And I know some of you guys have gone on to bed, but I appreciate each and every one of you guys. All right. I think we're going to call it a night. I appreciate y'all, and I will see y'all later. Bye, y'all.